And we start tonight with the biggest development in the Jessica Heeringa case since her disappearance more than 3 years ago. Today, Jeffrey Willis, a man already charged with the 2014 murder, is now charged with kidnapping and killing Heeringa. Brian Sterling has been anchoring our coverage from Muskegon all day. He's joining us live once again tonight. Brian?
Marley, it is a bittersweet day for the Jessica Heeringa family. Of course, it's a giant step on the road to justice, but they're still left without their daughter, their mother, and their sister, and that's a void that will never be filled. But they do perhaps have the comfort tonight of knowing the man who may have killed her. Jeffrey Willis, a man prosecutors have called a monster. Moments after Willis walked out of court today, it was his cousin, Kevin Bloom, who walked into the same courtroom. Bloom, a former corrections officer, charged today with being an accessory after the fact in Heeringa's kidnapping and murder. 24-Hour News 8 Sarah Hurwitz joining me now in Muskegon tonight with a breakdown of today's huge development. Sarah.
Well, Brian, an emotional day for families. Now, as news came out of Rebecca Bletch's alleged killer, her father says that it gave him some peace after not knowing what happened to his daughter. And now, after more than 3 years, the Heeringa family learning the same man allegedly killed their Jessica, not the news that a family friend says that they were hoping for.
After several weeks of conversations with my staff, myself, and investigators, late yesterday afternoon, my office issued charges against Jeffrey Willis and Kevin Bloom. Jeffrey Willis has been charged with the kidnapping and murder of Jessica Heeringa, and Kevin Bloom has been charged with accessory after the fact in relationship to the death of Jessica Heeringa.
Muskegon County Prosecutor DJ Hilson making that announcement this morning after 24-Hour News 8 broke the story on WoodTV.com, saying that he wouldn't go into detail about the evidence that led the department to charge Willis.
This comes at a time that a lot of people, including the Heeringa family, have been waiting for many years.
Later this afternoon, Willis making direct eye contact with what appeared to be a smirk on his face as Willis walked by prosecutors at his arraignment.
The felony complaint in this case, Mr. Willis, reads that Jeffrey Thomas Willis, on or about April 26 of 2013 in the city of Norton Shores, County Muskegon, State of Michigan, at or near 1196 East Sternberg Road, that you did in count 1, murder Jessica Lynn Heeringa.
In contrast, Willis's cousin Kevin Bloom avoiding eye contact as he entered the room, charged with accessory after the fact in Heeringa's kidnapping and murder. Heeringa's family not present in the courtroom, but Rebecca Bletch's father was.
My heart goes out to the Heeringa family. I want to express my condolences to them. Everyone in that family, my heart goes out to you. You have my deepest sympathies.
More than 2 years of agony, wondering who shot and killed his daughter, showing up to court to make sure that he knows what's going on, with this man accused of killing his daughter and showing support for the Heeringas, just learning the devastating news.
It's good to know that this man, the brutal murderer of my daughter and their daughter, is going to sit in a courtroom and he's going to pay for his crimes.
And Willis is also charged with intent to commit sexual assault, alleging that he restrained Heeringa. Now, he is scheduled to be back in court September 28th. He was denied bond. Kevin Bloom, his bond was set at $250,000.
Boy, the differences between the court appearances of these two guys, Bloom not making any eye contact, Willis almost staring down the prosecutor.
Very fascinating to watch.
Interesting, yeah. The preliminary hearing is still to come, and we'll be there for that. Sarah Hurwitz, thank you for that live report tonight. Here's, again, a recap of how this case all unfolded. It was April 26, 2013, over 3 years ago. Jessica working that late shift at the gas station all by herself. No security cameras. Her final transaction was rung up at 10:51 that night. Moments later, a customer was alarmed by the empty store and even called 911. Police later revealed that a silver minivan was caught on surveillance camera driving away from the scene. Willis has a similar van. Back then, the police actually searched the vehicle. They talked to Willis. They even checked his cell phone. But along with hundreds of other vans, they found nothing. It would be 3 years before Willis would be named a person of interest. A closer look now at why authorities call him a monster. Tonight, Willis is already awaiting trial for the 2014 murder of Rebecca Bletch. He's also awaiting trial and kidnapping charges for attempting to kidnap a 16-year-old girl this past April. That girl actually cracked the case wide open, led to all the other evidence. Police say they found evidence in his van after the arrest, evidence that included handcuffs, rope, syringes, and images of bound and gagged women. And when investigators went even deeper and searched his computers and hard drives, they found necrophilia and kidnap and kill videos downloaded from the internet, some of which the authorities say were real. But again tonight, the questions still remain. What happened to Jessica? Where are her remains? Where is she? Her family desperately wants her back. They want those answers, and we'll await to see what evidence the prosecutors have against Willis when they drag him back into court for his prelim, and that's coming up next month. Marley, we'll send it back to you.
Yeah, that definitely will answer a lot when we are in court next. Brian, thank you for that. And our coverage continues on woodtv.com. You'll find all of our past stories and interactive timelines of both the Willis investigation and the Heeringa case.